For tonight's live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know. Sorry for a little bit later start, but we are here and we are back live. So when you're on, welcome. That actually don't taste too bad even at room temperature. All right. Michael Church said howdy. Let's just go. Delete that off Instagram. That delete? Yeah. All right. Okay. This live stream is the devil. Now that's, I don't think we put part 2. We didn't change it, Tanner. My bad. My bad. It's going to say part 1. We can change it on Facebook right quick, but we can't change it on YouTube. Unless you know how. My bad. I think you told me you hadn't changed it, and then I went over here and hit live anyway. That's something I would do. Alrighty. Trying to find a good picture for our story for part 2. Let me find something real good. Let me scroll down here. Well. There we go. John, I will locate that tonight. I promise I will locate that tonight. Sorry that didn't get pulled. I know we hadn't sold it. Worst case scenario, someone's come in the store and got it, but I don't think so. It's in one of our bins in the back. And are you waiting for that to be on your last invoice because we told you would, or do you want it on this week's invoice? Let me know on that. I can find it if you want it on last week's invoice before it gets any further. No, I paid last week. Okay, we'll get it on this week's invoice then. After the sale, I gotta do some condensing. I gotta do some hunting. I gotta do some hunting for some records in the back. You're on my list. Also, I just found your Beatles doll, and I think Doug has been like, "Where's this Beatles doll at?" It was in the back, wrapped up in a box where I originally brought it from that collection. That night, I unloaded my vehicle and I laid some stuff out and took some pictures, and then I sold everything. As soon as I posted all that, I started selling it all, and then Doug and Tanner didn't know where it all was. So, sorry about that. That's why we only like selling stuff what's in front of us. Sometimes we start selling stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'll find that. And then I spend half of a day here. Hold on a second. Let's sell that to share that. We're going to share it there and there. All right. Let me pull up my chat here. Sorry for the delay. I used to not share part 2, but we got ads on Instagram now, and I feel like we've got several new 100-page followers on Instagram. So I try to go on there and share our to our store every time, and that takes us a little bit extra. So, all right. So we might as well say we're starting at 11, and we'll go for a live for an hour here, selling some records. I think Sean Nitzel said, "Could I go through this crate one more time?" Let me go through this crate one more time, and then let's do a big recap, and then I'm going to try to do some half-off stuff. We have Zach Bryan, American Heartbreak. Overkill, Under the Influence. I always forget the name of this band. The Get Up Kids. The Get Up Kids. We got the Pixies, The Best Of. A random Dark Side of the Moon. Let me just go ahead and pull that out. Dark Side of the Moon, unless somebody wants to buy it, who would really, sounds cutting in and out. Let me go ahead and change my mic then. Let me change my mic. Okay. That's weird that some of y'all have clear sound and some of y'all don't. That is the strangest thing ever. Pink Floyd. Who needs to just go ahead and buy this? This show is live. Yes, sorry I didn't put part 2, Rob, but this is live. $38.99 for Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. How about the Get Up Kids? The Get Up Kids is $44.99. The Get Up Kids. This is the colored vinyl 25th anniversary edition. Pink Floyd. Somebody just go ahead and buy that. We don't need a straight Pink Floyd. The Cult Love, $31.99. Who doesn't have a remastered Dark Side of the Moon? I mean, if you don't have one, now's the time. Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head. Coldplay is $33.99. Slipknot, Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. Slipknot is $36.99. Paul Stanley is $38.99 for the Paul Stanley picture disc. Beck, Gurulito. Beck is $44.99. George Harrison, Cloud 9. George Harrison is $36.99. Bob Marley Survival and Bob Marley Confrontation. Those are both $36.99. Survival and Confrontation, $36.99 each on those. 10 years, The Autumn Effect. Music on vinyl, $38.99. Carole King Live at the BBC, $28.99. Ozzy, Memoirs of a Madman. That is Ozzy's greatest hits, $44.99. And we have the Beatles, Please Please Me, $36. Eli, You're the One. I was like, somebody got on. We showed this crate during part 1. I said, somebody was looking for 10 years. There it is. Eli, $38.99. Did we get these tagged? Was that stuff, or was that stuff I just laid there? That stuff I just laid there. Okay. A signed OG UK First Press of Dark Side of the Moon. That would be an incredible record to own. That's like something that would be something incredible. I wouldn't even know. Signed by everybody. What if it was signed by everybody and Alan Parsons? Okay, let me move this. I'm missing a crate. I guess that's the crate I usually keep here. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm missing a crate, but not really. It's whatever I usually put here to show. Okay, tonight we had some great vintage stuff. Let's go through this bin one more time. This is like all the vintage stuff condensed into one. So if you missed part 1, pay close attention. These will be somewhat negotiable. Don't expect half off or anything, but, you know, I'll work with you. This is like what didn't sell from part 1. Great stuff in here. I think most of this is check condition. Then we got a little bit of EX Plus near mint minus. I'll go ahead and get some Japanese stuff rolling. I'm trying my best to thin out everything that's left in this bin. I think we have a More Credence Gold, which is an extension of their greatest hits. And this appears to be very clean. I've never seen this before. Credence Clearwater Revival. This is called More Credence Gold. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever had this version. Gatefold Japanese pressing. Really cool textured cover. Hey Tonight, Run Through the Jungle. Fortunate Son, Looking at My Back Door. He'll Stop the Rain. I Put a Spell on You. Lodi. Really cool obi. This is Near Mint and Pristine. What else has it got with it? Wow, it's got like a booklet. Looks like it has a poster. Credence poster as well. Now that's cool. That's probably frameable. And that's the original anti-static that came with it. And let me make sure, I don't have this one marked. This is closer to EX than Near Mint Minus or Pristine. This is closer to EX. So that is not a pristine Japanese pressing, but it's just got it had 2, maybe 3 scuffs on it. And that's really nice. That's going to be a $45 start. When I say EX on Japanese, I think y'all know what you're going to be getting. Okay, quick run through down this. There's something for you to consider. The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. Now, I think we determined that this was maybe not a 63 stereo, so just take it for what it is. It's a Columbia 2i. It's a Columbia 2i pressing, and it's VG Plus $54.99. James Bragg, I think that's the only one you didn't buy. Gene Vincent's Greatest, VG Plus $11.99. Jamming with Edward is VG $11.99. You got 3 members of the Stones and Ry Cooder and Nicky Hopkins. VG copy $11.99. Little Stevie Wonder was a VG copy $19.99. VG, that is a 63 press on that. Modern Jazz Quartet 57 Deep Groove Mono original press VG plus $19.99. Johnny Cash at San Quentin, that is a 77 Terre Haute, also VG plus, and that's $21.99. Not bad. That's Cash at San Quentin, one of his quintessential live albums. Tom and Jerry's Rockets, On the Road Again. Tom and Jerry's Rockets is signed. It is a VG cover. It's a VG copy for $29.99. It's signed, and that's a white label promo. That is Tom and Jerry's Rockets, On the Road Again. Got that one last week. Okay, Stevie Wonder, Brent Rabley, $15. Sell that to Brent Rabley for $15. Stevie Wonder. Todd Rundgren, Runt, The Ballad of Todd Rundgren. That's a VG Plus promo, $24.99. We've got Paul Simon. That's a 72 Terre Haute OG, VG Plus, $11.99. The times they are changing. That's a 64 stereo, VG, $39.99. Dylan, the times they are changing. VG, $39.99. It's a Beautiful Day, VG Plus, $9.99. Pink Floyd, The Wall, VG, $44.99. That is a 79 US press. 79 US press. Albert King, one of the ones I can't believe didn't sell. Live Wire Blues Power. That's a 68 OG US Stacks. $24.99 VG condition. The top seam is split. The top seam is split. Up for auction is Creedence Clearwater Revival. More Creedence Gold. I'm looking for a $45 start. I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to bid, throw something out there reasonable. Throw something out there reasonable, and I will sell that to you. Or we'll say the bidding gets started. We'll get the bid started. New offer, Brent Rabley, 20 on Albert King, $5 off. Go ahead and sell that to Brent Rabley for 20. James Bragg, times are changing. James, how about I split that one with you, and we'll call that sold for 35. Nice cover on this one. Nice cover, nice textured cover. 35 if you want that one. Jimmy Reed, Just Jimmy Reed. That is a VG copy, $14.99. It is a 62 mono. Jimmy Reed, Just Jimmy Reed. Sell that to James Bragg for 35. We got Jimmy Cliff, The Harder They Come. That's a VG 1999 mid-70s pressing. Mid-70s pressing. Brent Rabley, go ahead and sell him Jimmy Reed for 10. Looking for a starting bid on Creedence. No one's even thrown anything out there. It's EX. It's not pristine. 35, Stephanie has. I will take that. 35 with Stephanie Harder. Michelle said 30. We're at 35 with Stephanie. The Schoolboys, the Beatlemania. VG copy, $9.99. The Pair Extraordinaire. The Pair Extraordinaire was VG plus $9.99. And the Jacksons, Destiny. That's a VG copy, $24.99. That's a 78 white label promo. Peter Alderman said he'll take the Jimmy Cliff. That was our new buyer from part 1. Jimmy, I'm glad to see you're back. Thank you. I'm glad you found the feed. We usually get started around 11 for part 2. Sometimes as early as 10 or 10:30, depending on when we start. But I had to run to the market and get me a blueberry parfait. I actually ate healthy for in part 2. I had Fig Newtons and a blueberry parfait, and I'm drinking a V8. I was sore moving records, and I went to the gym and actually did a pretty good cardio workout last night, and I was exhausted. I mean, I was out of breath. I was climbing the stairs, and I was like, man, I'm here every night, and I'm still out of shape. Peter got Jimmy Cliff. The Wall for $40 to Eli. Let's go ahead and do that to Eli Tomlinson. You got you a nice 79 OG copy. We got 40 on CCR. Terry, Eli just beat you to The Wall. CCR, Terry said he would pay full price, $45. It's already sold to Eli. And let's see here. Where are we at on CCR? We have $40 with Derek Vaughn. Derek, this is at bid. Stephanie's at 35. If anybody else wants to bid, Stephanie's at 35. Put CCR and then your bid. Friends, the Beach Boys. Friends is a VG copy, $39.99. That is a 68 Los Angeles stereo press, VG, $39.99. I have a feeling a lot of Beach Boys records were made on the West Coast. That would make sense, right? Sharks, Backs Against the Wall. Sharks is a VG plus, $9.99. We have the Cars, Panorama, VG, $9.99. Derek's at 40 on CCR. Derek's at 40 on CCR. Tres Hombres, ZZ Top. That's a VG Plus, $26.99. Mose Allison, I've been doing some thinking. That's a VG copy, $9.99. The Who Sellout, VG, $16.99. Dan Triaga, First on the Cars, Panorama. That's sold to Dan Triaga. Gary Douglas, Under the Wire. That is sealed, $19.99. Terry Westwood, if you're interested in a copy of The Wall, I can go right to one right now in the office. It's a near mint copy. That is $64.99 if you're interested. Stephanie Harder wants the Tres Hombres by ZZ Top. That's sold to Stephanie Harder. Stephanie Harder, you're out on CCR. Derek's at 40. BG's Cucumber Castle, VG copy VG copy $9.99. That is a 1970 US. Volunteers, Jefferson Airplane, that was EX $24.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan is still available. Soul to Soul, that was EX Plus $59.99. The Best of John Hammond, EX $9.99. Matthew Moore, Winged Horses, that's a white label promo, $9.99. Marion Baden, It's a Beautiful Day, that is EX $9.99. Dionne Warwick, EX $9.99. Jazz at Preservation Hall, that is Paul Barbarian and his jazz band, Punch Miller's Punch Bunch and George Lewis, $9.99. Stephanie's at 42 on CCR. How much was Jerry D? Jerry Douglas was sealed. That was sealed $19.99. That's an audiophile vinyl quality pressing. Doc Smith's on Preservation Hall. That's sold to Doc Smith. Larry Carlton on Solid Ground, $9.99. Don McLean Solo, $14.99. Phil Everly, Phil's Diner, EX, $9.99. Lou Christie, Painter of Hits. Lou Christie's an original mono pressing, $14.99. These are all EX Plus Near Mint Minus. Don Everly, Brother Jukebox, EX, $9.99. La Dulce Vita soundtrack, EX, $19.99. Music by Nino Rota, starring Nico. The Begatting of the President, Orson Welles, $9.99. Sonny Rollins was EX, $24.99. Gold stamp promo on the back. Pearl Bailey, Naughty But Nice, $14.99. Casino Lights, featuring David Sanborn and others. That's live at Montreux, Switzerland, $9.99. Derek's out on CCR. Stephanie has that for 42. Final call. Natalie Cole, Everlasting. Natalie is $9.99. Danny Wild is $9.99. Don Everly, Sunset Towers, EX, $9.99. The Skyliners, $9.99. Elvis Costello, Armed and Dangerous. That is a live unofficial from Chicago, $39.99. Elvis in Concert, $19.99. Ruby and the Romantics, Dave Clark 5's Greatest Hits, Wishbone Ash, and Jesse Colin Young. That's all the vintage right there from part one. That's all the vintage right there from part one. Final call on this. We have Brent Rabley, SR18. SR18. Not Skyliners, not Natalie, not Pearl Bailey, Sonny Rollins. Did somebody offer that earlier in part one? I can't remember. And maybe I said 22 or 20. Yes, I think somebody offered 18 and I said 20 during part one. $20 on that. And I think they passed, or maybe I never did pull it for them. $20 on Sonny Rollins. And Brent, that's the first one I've countered on all night with you. That's the first one I've countered on. I've said yes to everything else. Okay, go ahead and sell this to Stephanie for $42. Sell this to Stephanie, $42. And we'll see if Brent says that. Jerry and Larry Carlton, 15. That would be 15. Let's see here. Dale, we've got, let me figure out what Larry Carlton was at. It'd be 15 on the Jerry that was sealed. Let me find that again. And then Larry Carlton was a few more forward. So that would be 8 and 15. That'd be $23 if you want those. $23. $23 if you want those. Pink Floyd The Wall. We've already sold it. We've actually sold it 3 times, and then somebody was trying to pay more for it. Nick, I've already sold Albert King. That is gone. Okay. Now, while we start some new auctions, I promised this. We would run through Let me figure out which one I hadn't been through before. We've been through that one, I believe. I can't remember. Yeah, we hadn't been through this one. Do that Rush Hemispheres. Yes, I got to recap our new stuff on sale very quickly. Okay, these are all new Elvis records that's never been shown before. I've got about a third of a crate here. Just take a moment. I don't want anybody to be like, I'm leaving. So just stick with us for just a moment. Let me put up a couple new auctions. Dale said he'll pass. I never did hear from Brent on that. Brent, I said 20 if you wanted that. I'm going to put back over here unless he says yes. And I'll get some new auctions. And plus, we're going to run through some of the on-sale new vinyl in just a second. All right, so here's some Elvis titles. Don't comment Elvis. Please comment as specific as possible what you want. This is Aloha from Hawaii via satellite, $24.99. We sold one of those the other night, and there were some other people interested in one. That is his self-titled album. That's a 77 press. That's a 77 press of Elvis Presley. Gold stamp promo on the back, $29.99. Everybody's always looking for some kind of copy of that. Elvis is Back. That's also from 77. Gold stamp promo, $24.99. Elvis Presley, The Sun Years. That's a sealed copy. Never been opened. Sealed, $34.99 for The Sun Years. The $1 Million Quartet, $29.99 for the $1 Million Quartet. For LP fans only, also a gold stamp promo, $19.99. Peter Alderman wants Elvis is Back. That's sold to Peter Alderman. Elvis Girls. That was a 77 pressing. By the way, I'm not saying the condition of any of these. That means they're EX plus, near mint minus. That one looks unplayed. Doc Smith, he'll take it for 20 if he doesn't. Brent must have got distracted or lost connection or fell asleep on us. So, Doc, I'll temporarily put you down for that for 20 unless he pops back on and says he's in. So, put down Doc for that 20. Peter Alderman, we got Elvis is Back, and he also wants the $1 Million Quartet. And Stephanie Harder wants the sealed copy of The Sun Years. That's so to Stephanie Harder. We have Harem Scarum. That's a 65 Rockaway press with the original photo, $39.99. Very cool. I never see that with it. That's always a top question. Does it have the photo? This one does, $39.99. Harem Scarum. What a nice looking copy. Very nice, $39.99 with the photo insert. Harem Scarum. Elvis Worldwide Hits Parts 1 and 2. Worldwide Gold Award Hits. That's $19.99. Worldwide Gold Hits Parts 1 and 2. Elvis Today. Today is $9.99. 50 million fans. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. $14.99. You'll Never Walk Alone. That's a UK version. That is a UK version on Camden. $19.99. You'll Never Walk Alone. Elvis Sings Inspirational Favorites. $9.99. Roustabout is $14.99. That is probably a black label reissue. $14.99 on Roustabout. Welcome to My World, $9.99. Country Music, Time Life. That's a compilation, $9.99. Time Life. We have Elvis Country. That's a 71 Indianapolis press. 71 Indianapolis press, Elvis Country, orange RCA label. The Legendary Magic of Elvis, $9.99. What do we have here? This is Reconsider Baby Elvis, 1985 blue vinyl, $24.99. Reconsider Baby Elvis Presley, blue vinyl. Never seen that one before, $24.99. Elvis Let's Be Friends, $9.99. Frankie and Johnny, $9.99. Legendary Performer Volume 1, $14.99. The TV Special Record, $19.99. 50 Gold Award Hits Volume 1, $29.99. Has a promo sticker on the back. And the Elvis Aaron Presley box set, $64.99. Elvis Aaron Presley box set. Brent said let Doc have it. Okay, Stephanie Harder wants Elvis Country. Tracks on Elvis Today. Elvis Today tracks. Elvis Today. Elvis Today has Trouble and I Love You So, Susan When She Tried, Woman Without Love, Shake a Hand, Pieces of My Life, Fairy Tale, I Can Help, Bringing It Back, Green Green Grass of Home. Price on Elvis debut. That was a 77 press, $29.99. So we got the very popular Aloha from Hawaii. These are usually pressed in quad. Let's take a look at it here. It is, no, it's a tan label. That's actually one I don't see as often. Usually they're all orange quad labels. So there's that. So Doc ended up getting the Sonny Rollins for 20. Yeah, the Elvis debut was $29.99, 77 pressing gold stamp promo. Sherry Darnell wants Elvis. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. This one right here. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. I'll take the Jerry Douglas for 15. Okay, that was what Dale had passed on. That was the sealed Jerry Douglas Under the Wire. And that's sold to Brian Hummel for $15. So, self-titled for LP fans only. Girls, Girls, Girls. Really surprised somebody didn't get that with the photo insert. Very clean copy. Gold Awards Hits Volume 1 and 2. Elvis Today. 50 Million Fans Can't Be Wrong. You'll Never Walk Alone. Inspirational Hits. Roused About. Time Life Country Music. Legendary Magic. Baby. What was that one called? Reconsider Baby. We've got Let's Be Friends, Frankie and Johnny, Legendary Performer, the TV special record, 50 million gold awards, and then the other box set. Songs on Harem Scarum. This perked Wayne's interest because it has that photo insert. Harem Holiday, My Desert Serenade, Go East Young Man, Mirage, Kimset, Shake That Tambourine. Hey Little Girl, Golden Coin, So Close Yet So Far Away, Animal Instinct, Wisdom of the Ages. Okay. Let's do, what's next? I'm not for sure. Let's see what's next. We've recapped vintage there. That was the Elvis spin. The other ones we've been through before. So we'll set those off to the side. I think our two Elvis spins can probably fit in one now. I'll do that later. And let me go get some half-off records, I reckon. Is that stuff I hadn't been through here? That's tonight's newest new arrivals. Vintage Buy It Now is what Ryan wants to see. All right, let's go get some. I'll be right back. Let me go fill up a crate of new vintage or vintage that's half off so we can do that. All right, I'm going to go grab some 45s too, figure out how to auction some of those. Let's see what we got over here. Okay. Hope everybody's ready. This is going to be we got Prince Delirious, Prince Delirious, which is a single from 1999. It includes this fold-out. It includes this fold-out poster. It's a single. It's a single that includes this fold-out poster. That's going to be a $5 start. Prince Delirious. $5 start on Prince. And I was trying to find something else to auction. We have Mr. Mister, the Kiriri. I always said Kyrie, but it's Kiri. That's hard to say. That's why I look. It's so hard to say they had to put phonics underneath it. That's a $5 start as well. Picture sleeve. Okay? $5 start, 245s. There you have it. Let's do some half-off vintage. Let me set these aside before they fall and collapse. And then I need to recap half-crate vintage. I'm going to recap all the on-sale new vinyl we had for tonight, which will be very fun if you missed part one. Gray Slick, welcome to the Wrecking Ball, $7.50. I will be telling you the half-off price. I will be telling you the half-off price. Gray Slick, the main event, music from the motion picture. The main event is $10 after the half-off. Flashdance is $10. $10 for the Flashdance soundtrack. The Laughing Dogs, $15 after the half-off. The Laughing Dogs, $15 after the half-off. That's a white label promo. Prince, 5568, now $12. Olivia Newton-John, Don't Stop Believing. $5 on Don't Stop Believing. Dave Mason, Headkeeper. Dave Mason is $5 for the Headkeeper album. Units, New Way to Move. Units is $5. Gold stamp promo on the back. Andy Bown, Gone to My Head. Andy Bown, half off price is $10. Brian McDonald Group, Desperate Business. That's $5 after the half off. And Oak, Set the Night on Fire. Oak is $7.50. Would you sell the Elvis box set for $50? I will. Sell that to Casey Campbell. Is that same as Shelly Campbell? Is that the same account? Or let me know, Casey. We had Shelly on buying. Make sure we get it underneath the right name. Oak, Set the Night on Fire was $7.50. Blue Ridge Highballs, 1926 recordings. That is $10. Different account. Okay, we got two different Campbells buying Elvis records then. So Casey, different account. Thank you. I guess then you've bought records from us before, or is that first time? We're going to find out. Casey, is that your first purchase with us? Okay. Same Casey Campbell. Terry Westwood on Blue Ridge. Okay, I've bought four. I didn't recognize, your name sounded familiar, I just didn't recognize your profile icon. Terry Westwood on Blue Ridge. High bid on Prince is $14. And no bids yet on Mr. Mister. Boontar, I'll do 20 on Elvis Reconsider Baby. I'll do 20 on that. Clark Kessinger Fiddler. Clark Kessinger Fiddler, half off price is $10. Reagan Indestructible, half off price. That is sealed, $5. Blues and Brown, Charles Brown, $12.50. Charles Brown. The Blackbirds, City Life. The Blackbirds is $7.50. Charlie, music by Ravi Shankar, $10 for Ravi Shankar. Mr. Oscar Brown Jr. Goes to Washington, $10 for that. Oscar Brown Jr. Goes to Washington. Primetime, Don McLean. Primetime, $7.50. Woven Hand, the threshing floor. Woven Hand, $15. Kid Wave, Wonderlust, that is sealed, $12.50. Doc Smith on the Blackbirds, that's sold to Doc Smith. All these are half off. Teaspoon to the Ocean, that is sealed, $12.50. Jib Kidder. And All in the Family. All in the Family is $10 after the half off. These usually sell. What's that doing in the half off bin? Archie Bunker, All in the Family, $10. All right, Prince is on its final call. Doc Smith has the Prince Delirious single for $14. That's going twice, going three times. And if anybody wants Mr. Mister, I'll sell you that for $5. $5 for Mr. Mister if anybody wants that picture sleeve. Dan Triaga on Air, and I think he meant All in the Family. He did. Dan's first on All in the Family. Terry Westwood, looks like you were second. Brandon Jackson said he'll take the Mr. Mister for $5. That's sold to Brandon. I've already shown that, and that, and that. Where did I get to? Rank Strangers, Somebody Talked, Ringtones. That is $10 after the half off. A lot of those right there were all sealed. Gilbert O'Sullivan himself, that is $5. Jim and Dale VG copy, $7.50. Jim and Dale, 86% of us. That's a VG copy, $7.50. Niles Lofgren, I Came to Dance, $6.50. Muskella, I'm Not Afraid, is $5. And A Drop of Water, Kiko Matsui, or Keiko maybe. We'll say Kiko, $5. Rick Springfield, Living in Oz, $7.50. Prince is sold to Doc Smith for $14. That's sold to Doc Smith for $14. Except promo, 12-inch single. It's hard to find a way. Double-sided promo. That's $7.50 for Except. Hal Frazier, No Man is an Island. Hal Frazier half-off price is $7.50. Bobby Hackett and his orchestra. Bobby Hackett is $5. The Hackett horn. We have John Clemmer, Barefoot Ballet. John Clemmer is $5. Rob Scheffler on the Accept. That's sold to Rob Scheffler. The Last Words. Love that artwork. The Last Words, $7.50 on The Last Words, $7.50. John Denver, Farewell Andromeda, $10 on John Denver. The Best of the Royals, that is $7.50. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, More Golden Greats, $7.50. David Essex, Rock On, $10. And what do we have here? This is $7.50. Bird Songs by Sphere. That is $7.50. Is the Elvis Loha a tan label? Yes, it is tan label. Tan label. Doc Smith wants the Bobby Hackett. That's sold to Doc Smith. That goes on top of Accept, which went to Rob Scheffler. Doc Smith said he wants red tape. He know what that means. He wants the radio station record. Gato Baribi. That is, hey, red tape. $10 on that. Lorindo Almeida, Charlie Bird Tango. That is $10. Gene Ammons, The Prestige Collection. Greatest Hits Volume 1, the 60s. That is $7.50. Woven Hand price. Woven Hand. Woven Hand. Let me find that. Woven Hand. Woven Hand, the threshing floor, was $15 after the half off. Doc Smith on Ammons. That's sold to Doc Smith. Brent Rabley was second. Smith, minus plus. Smith is $7.50. Rick Springfield, Wait for the Night. Rick Springfield is $7.50. Don Nix, Living by the Days. Don Nix, $10 after the half off. Country Joe McDonald, starring in Hold On, It's Coming. $10 on Country Joe McDonald. Johnny Rivers, $10 after the half off. I believe that's a self-titled record. Brian Ligon gets the Woven Hand at half off. That's sold to Brian Ligon. The second album, 707. 707, that is $7.50 for 707. Kenny G, Silhouette. Kenny G is $10. And Paul Cantor, Planet Earth, Rock and Roll Orchestra. Paul Cantor is $10. Would I do $20 for Aloha Hawaii on the tan label? David Hilton, you just bought you an Elvis Presley Aloha from Hawaii via satellite RCA tan label for $20. 2 LP gatefold, of course. That's sold to David Hilton for $20. Best on Essex. The half off price is $10. If you really want it, I'll do $8. David Essex, $8. Paul Revere Midnight Ride with Paul Revere. That is $6.50. Charlie McLean, The Woman in Me, $5 on Charlie McLean. Pat Metheny, Ornette Coleman, Song X, Charlie Hayden, Jack DeJohnette. That is $12.50 for Song X. Song X. Pat Metheny, First Circle. Pat Metheny is $10. And Witness soundtrack, Harrison Ford, Witness soundtrack, $10. Russell said sold on David Essex for $8. Let me grab a drink of water right quick. Every Which Way But Loose, that is $10. Soundtrack is $10 to Bronco Billy. Shelley, we've already sold Elvis. I just sold that to David Hilton. Soundtrack to Faster Parade, that is sealed for $10. And David Gates, Falling in Love Again. David Gates is $5. We sold that for $8. $8 on Flashdance. I know where that's at. I'll go ahead and pull it for you. Sell that to Stephen for $8. Brent Rabley wants the Ornette Coleman, which is this one here. That's sold to Brent at half off. And then Terry's picking up a couple soundtracks, and which is Every Which Way and Bronco Billy. Those are sold and sold both to Terry at half off. David needs to put back the Brenda Lee he got in part 1. Gato price, Gus C. The Gato, the half off price is $10. This is Passion and Fire. It is near mint. This came from a jazz radio station. That's why it has this piece of red catalog tape on it. It really blends in well with the cover, though, and that is $10 after the half off. Shelly, if you wanted any of those other Elvis albums, let me know. If you can stick around to the end, I maybe can breeze through the other crate, unless you've already seen those. It's about a third of the way full, too. I can do that. Gus C. sold on Gato. Gus, are you a first-time buyer? If so, we need to give you some instructions. Let me know if you are, or unless you're under a different name on YouTube. We got some people on YouTube with different usernames than their actual name on Facebook. David Gates, the lead singer from Bread. This is one of his solo albums, Goodbye Girl, $5. We have Robert Goulet sings Today's Greatest Hits, $4, Robert Goulet. The Johnsons is $10 after the half off. Stack Ridge, Friendliness. Stack Ridge is $10. And Pat Metheny Group, Off Ramp. Pat Metheny Group is $10. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Gus, unless you have a Facebook and you want to hop over there, I can send you my Facebook if you want. Actually, we need you to send us a message. If you have a Facebook, go find the CollectCo page. You'll be able to find us. We're live right now. Search CollectCo, find our page. There should be a button we have attached at the top that says Send Message. Click on that. Send us your email address and your mailing address. We're going to invoice you either tomorrow or Monday. $7 in limited shipping. $7 in limited shipping. If we start on Mondays and we end on Saturdays, all week it's $7. So you've caught the tail end of the combined shipping, but it resets on Monday. There's the link to our website. If you can't find our Facebook, there's the link, and you can fill out that form, and we get you any other way or another way. Same way we get your information. Okay, let me go through these one more time. I'm just going to read titles. If anybody's interested, please let me know, or if you already know the price and you want to make an offer, go right ahead. Grace Slick, the main event soundtrack, Laughing Dogs, Olivia Newton-John, Dave Mason, Units, Andy Bound, Brian McDonald Group, Oak, Clark Kissinger, Fiddler, Regan, Charles Brown, Ravi Shankar, Oscar Brown, Don McLean, Kid Wave, Wonderlust, Teaspoon to the Ocean, Gilbert O'Sullivan, Jim and Dale, Niles Lofgren, Muscella, A Drop of Water, Hal Frazier, Rick Springfield, John Clemmer, and The Last Words. Kid Wave price. Kid Wave. The half-off price is $12.50, and that is sealed. John Denver, The Best of the Royals, Gary Lewis and the Playboys, Lorindo Almeida and Charlie Bird, Smith, Rick Springfield, Don Nix, Country Joe McDonald, and Johnny Rivers. Sam Hain wanted Oak. Did I miss something earlier? Oak with Sam Hain. Sam Hain. He did. Oak. That was way up there. I overlooked that. That's when I was trying to figure out Casey Campbell. Oak is sold to Sam Hain at half off. Thank you, Stephanie. Hope that Sam Hain's still watching. Rami Lou, the John Denver is $10. $10. The second album, 707, $750. Kenny G, Paul Cantor, Paul Revere, Charlie McLean, Pat Metheny, Witness, Faster Parade soundtrack, David Gates. Was that back-to-back David Gates? Yeah, David Gates, Robert Goulet, The Johnsons, Stack Ridge, and Pat Metheny Group. All right, we're going to sell Axel Kid Wave for $8. John Ambrosic, the Kenny G for $5. Where are you, Kenny G? Kenny G for $5. Kenny G. Sell that to John Ambrosic for $5. Rami Lou's going to take the John Denver at half off. which is Farewell Andromeda. I have a feeling that's right in here somewhere. I have went too far. Let's go back here a few more. There it is. That's sold to Romelu at half off. Rich Group, $5 on the Paul Cantor. Sell that to Rich Group for $5. Terry said 5 for both of the Springfields. Let me find Rick Springfield for you. There's one Springfield. The other was Living in Oz, which I think was right back here. Good chance I'm wrong. I was. Let's see if I jumped over it. There it is. So those to Terry for 5 and 5. What's the band after Kid Wave? The kind of the odder stuff in here was Rank Stranger, Somebody Talked, Teaspoon to the Ocean, Jib Kidder, and I guess that's it. We sold all the other sealed stuff. That's Easter Parade with Judy Garland. Brenda Lee put back price when he can. That was $14.99. Credits on Johnson's show, Adam Miller. The Johnsons? Oh, is it Adam Miller? Let's see here. Thomas Hildebrandt, Matt Harpster, Spiatto, and Stevie Ray. Drums, not Stevie Ray Vaughan. Gus C. sent an email. Thank you. Larry Smith, that was like a 63 mono. Brenda Lee. It was in shrink wrap, and I think it was $14.99. How much on Jib Kidder? The half-off price was $12.50 on Jib Kidder. Okay, I'm going to move these over here, and I'm going to remind everybody, just so you know, tonight was a 20% off sale, and I did select, keyword select, titles. We actually have not sold out of anything. There's a couple we're down to 3 copies probably. There's a couple we're down to 3, and there's one we're down to 1 copy. So, Tanner, when you get to that Brenda Lee putback, sell that to Larry Smith for $10. That was, I think, Brian Ligon put that back. And then we're going to sell Kib Jitter to Axel Horn for $8. Kib Jitter, Axel Horn. Let me go grab the record that we have only one left. I think we got one only. I know for sure we only have one of these, and then maybe a couple others in here we have 2 or 3. We'll probably sell out when we're going back through them here. Here's the one we only have one left. That's Black Sabbath Past Lives. Black Sabbath, the on-sale price was $35.99. That is the on-sale price, $35.99. That's 2 LP Black Sabbath Past Lives, $35.99. Last copy. Even if it don't sell, Monday it will be no putbacks for me. Okay, then who put back? David Hilton. David Hilton, my bad. David Hilton. Okay, we got a few of these left. Lynch Mob Rebel. The on-sale price was $23.99. That's red vinyl. Red marbled vinyl. Lynch Mob Rebel, new and sealed. 20% off, $23.99. These, we sold several, especially after a couple people went and listened to it. Days of the New. First time I've ever put this on sale. $10 off, which is 20% off. Days of the New, self-titled, $39.99. $39.99. That's Days of the New. Music on vinyl. First time on vinyl, 2 LP. John Ambrosic wants the Sabbath. Sabbath is $35.99 for Black Sabbath Past Lives. That one is sold out. First title we've officially sold out of tonight. Rush, Exit Stage Left, $39.99, also 20% off, which is $10 off. Rush, Exit Stage Left, 20% off, $10 off, $39.99 for Rush, Exit Stage Left. This was a big one. Never put these on sale before either. First time ever. Usually we don't have any. We're waiting for more to come in, but we got lucky this time. We got a bunch of them. A savings of $20. That is Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. 20% off, $79.99. And that hits the Discogs median right in the middle. And these are sealed. You may find one cheaper, but this is sealed, and it comes from Colectco. Ours are just better. Rush Power Windows. On sale price. I've never put Rush on sale until tonight. I've got 2 here in the crate. I do have more. This is $29.59 for Power Windows. I've still got several. But here's the ones I've got left in this bin. $29.59 Rush power windows. I can't explain to you how good that sounds. It sounds amazing. 20% off. It sounds amazing. $29.59. Terry Westwood said he'll take one. Greta Van Fleet was $35.99 as well. That's the on sale price. That is the Indie exclusive white vinyl. $35.99. Indie exclusive 2LP white vinyl. $35.99. Pantera Cowboys from Hell on sale price for this was $27.99. That's the colored vinyl. Pantera Cowboys from Hell. Dimebag Darrell. Paul Brothers also on a power windows. $29.59. I got more of those if anybody else wants one. And then we probably have 3 or 4 copies left. And then that will be the first. Well, we've sold out of a couple other Rush albums, but not tonight. We have sold out of all the World's a Stage, and we've sold out of Grace Under Pressure. But here is Hemispheres, and we're down to just a few. Hemispheres is $29.59. Rush Hemispheres. I need to go back order some more because they're going to be gone before long. $29.59 on Hemispheres. Last copy here, and then I think I've got 2 or 3 in my Rush bin. Will Price says he'll take a Siamese Dream. That is 20% off at $79.99. Before that, let me get through this in order. Derek Vaughn says he'll take a Cowboys from Hell. That was $27.99, and Siamese Dream was $79.99. Anybody else? And I think that was it. Maybe a door. Yep. I still got some more of those. Final call on this. I'm down to 3. This is truly my last 3. And Fastway, which I've got 2. I laid a few more over there. I'm getting low on these. Fastway. Let me show these. I did actually do a couple more titles. $10 off on a door. Smashing Pumpkins. A door. That's my last 3. That's truly my last 3. Those are $39.99 after the 20% off. And Fastway at $44.99. That makes those $35.99. Those are limited to 1,000 on red vinyl, 40th anniversary edition, numbered on the back. We got 668 and number 276. Those are $35.99. So Fastway, Smashing Pumpkins Adore, Rush, Pantera, Greta Van Fleet, Siamese Dream, Rush, Days of the New, Lynch Mob. We sold out of Sabbath, and I guess that's it. Yep. And we have 1 copy of Melancholy left. 1 copy of Melancholy left. Okay, what would y'all like to see next? We need, whatever is next needs to be our last segment. Whatever is next, that needs to be where we call tonight because we still have crates to key in, and we have stuff to prepare for tomorrow and other things to do. So we're getting on the tail end of the week, but we have time to do something else. Something else. More new on sale. That's it on the on sale. That's it. There is no more on sale. No more on sale. I'd like to see the $1 bins. Not happening. You can fly here and you can check them out. The Melancholy, they were on. I did $20 off. They're $179.99. $179.99. We sold 3 or 4. We sold 3 or 4. I've got 1 left. $179.99. I've got 1 left. That was $20 off. And we got Siamese Dream, of course. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. I guess I can go do another half off bin, right? That'll probably be another half crate. And let's go do that. Let me go do that right now. Be right back. Stand by. Don't go anywhere. You'll miss it if you do. Well, I come up here and Tanner left. Oh, here he comes. I thought Tanner just left on me. He said, Tanner gave the sign that we probably should have stopped. We're going to keep going. No, he says he's good. Tanner says he's good to go. All right, let's go through one more bin. Congratulations, we have reached the end of the week. I will say this. I think right over here is what we've sold just tonight live. Let me move the camera. I see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've sold, oh, and those two, 12, 13, counting box sets, 14, 15. We've sold 16 crates of records just tonight live. And I'm like, how did we do that? And I guess it's the box sets and some other stuff. We sold 4 crates of vintage. We've went through a lot of new vinyl, all the on sale Rush, Hemispheres, box sets. I was like, how in the world? All the half off, on sale. We were moving some vinyl earlier tonight. I think that was about 8 o'clock. We were doing the half off and auctions. Wow. Thanks, everybody. Plus all this week, and then we've sold, after tomorrow, we've sold over 5,000 in our sidewalk sale, which is like a record for us. We keep track of that. That's far surpassed any record. Patrick Moraz, $7.50. Let's do some half off here. Patrick Moraz, $7.50. Irby Green Power. Irby Green Power. That is $7.50 as well. I've got this crate packed tight. I might have to hold my spot. Don Kirshner's Cuts. Don Kirshner. That is $7.50. Sammy Davis Jr. Now, Sammy Davis Jr. is $10. Charlie Rich, Fully Realized. Charlie Rich is $10. To Duke with Love, Art Farmer. Look, Doc, $10. Spooky Tooth, You Broke My Heart, So I Busted Your Jaw. That's a VG copy, $5. Luke, what do we have here? You and Me, Luke, featuring Angie Griffin and H-Town. VG copy, $7.50. Nat King Cole, Dear Lonely Hearts. Nat King Cole is $5. What's this? Aretha Franklin, La Diva. Aretha Franklin, La Diva. $10 on Aretha. Just Loves Them Old Greasy Wheels. Greasy Wheels, $10 after the half off. And this is Ocean maybe, $7.50. Doc Smith wants the Red Tape. To Duke. And Terry Westwood wants Spooky Tooth. Those are all sold at half off. Chick Corea, The Leprechaun, $10 after the half off. Chick Corea, My Spanish Heart, $10 on My Spanish Heart. 123 Red Light, 1910 Fruit Gum, $8. Leon and Mary Russell, Wedding Album, $7.50. Ellington in Concert, $5. The Sunshine Company, $12.50. Quicksilver, Just for Love, that has their hit song Fresh Air on it, $10. That looks like a nice copy. The Mason Williams phonograph record, that has his hit song on it, Classical Gas, $5. Steve Botsford, first to Chick Corea, and he wants both. Steve Botsford. Sean Fairweather on DE, which is Duke Ellington. Doc Smith was second. Cindy Carroll was third. Dickie Betts and Great Southern, $12.50. Present Tense, Shoes, $7.50 for Shoes. Original Artist, Country Queens. Country Queens is $7.50. That has Dolly. That's Kitty Wells, Skeeter Davis, and Sammy Smith. The Unforgettable, Cowboy Copus, $5. Orlando Martinez wants the Quicksilver. That's sold to Orlando Martinez. The Best of Tavares, that is $7.50. John Duran on Country Queens. That's sold to John Duran. What was the Ocean album? The Ocean album, I think it was self-titled. Lose my spot here. Terry Westwood, that was self-titled. Made in Scotland, it says on the label. That is $7.50. Tavares, Tennessee, starring Carl starring Carl Perkins. That is $7.50. Jerry Clower presents Ledbetter Olympics. Jerry Clower comedy album, $7.50. Gino Vanelli, Black Cars, $5. G Street, Gravediggers. That is G Spot's the label, I believe, or G Street. Diary of a Madman, $10. Terry Westwood on Ocean, and Steve Botsford on Gino Vanelli. Will Price on Carl Perkins. Carl Perkins sold to Will Price. Down and Out, Hoyt Axton. That is sealed, $12.50. Hoyt Axton, sealed, $12.50. Hoyt Axton, A Rusty Old Halo, $5. The Reverend Gary Davis at Newport. The Reverend Gary Davis at Newport, $10. Jimmy Witherspoon, A Spoonful of Blues, $10. Merle Haggard, I Love Dixie Blues, $10. Jonah Jones, I Dig Chicks, $7.50. Dionne Warwick, Anyone Who Had a Heart. Dionne is $5 in shrink wrap. Louis Prima presents The Wildest Clan. That is $5. Don Rickles, Hello Dummy, $7.50, comedy album. 60 Years of America, Music America Hates, Spike Jones, $7.50. Toto Isolation, has some cover damage, $7.50. A Taste of Honey, $5. Jesse Hood on Don Rickles. Steve Botsford on Toto. Bonnie Tyler, It's a Heartache, $5. Edwin Starr, War and Peace, $15 after half off. Doc Smith on Taste of Honey. Bill Wyman, Monkey Grip. Bill Wyman is $12.50. Juice Newton, Silver Spur. Juice Newton is $7.50. Randy Newman, Little Criminals, $7.50. The Lovin' Spoonful, $7.50. Randy Newman, $7.50. Ruby and the Romantics, Greatest Hits, $7.50. Romy Lou on Bonnie. That was Bonnie Tyler, sold to Romy Lou. The Shadows, Jigsaw, 67 UK press, $10. The Best of Gary and the Pacemakers, $7.50. Rosington Collins Band, This Is the Way. Rosington Collins, $12.50. Mark Lindsay, Arizona, $5 on Mark Lindsay. Bill Haley and the Comets, The King of Rock and Roll. Bill Haley, $7.50. Bonnie Bramlett, Memories, $7.50. The Dreams of Children, Shadowfax, $5. Johnny Rivers, recorded live and then some. That's in shrink wrap. This has Secret Agent Man on it, $10. Nice looking copy. All Ears, 10 new and original songs with a CB theme. CB related songs, $10. The Gentrys, Keep on Dancing, $12.50. Gene Ammons, The Gene Ammons Story, the 78 era, $10 on Gene Ammons. Herb Albert, The Lonely Bull, $10. The Best of Waite Hoyt, In the Rain. Waite Hoyt Talks Babe Ruth. That's a cool record, $10. Lacey J. Dalton, Hard Times, $7.50. Leslie Wants All Ears. That's a CB radio comp. That's sold to Leslie. Paul Simon, $10. ZZ Hill, The Rhythm and Blues, $10. Eddie Schwartz, No Refuge, $5. Winners, this is a compilation, even though it has some kind of French Napoleonic artwork on it. It has Aretha Franklin, Sonny and Cher, Baby Don't Go, The Byrds, The Circle, Chad and Jeremy, Bobby Vinton. That is $7.50. Winners. Banks of Marble, Pete Seeger, $5. Jay and the American, Sands of Time, $5. The Association, $7.50. Jackson Brown, Late for the Sky, $7.50. Saga, Behavior, $7.50. The Tapes Party, $10. Alarma, Daniel Amos, that is sealed, $10. Peter, Paul, and Mary, A Holiday Celebration, $7.50. Chris Williamson, $10. And Country Joe and the Fish, Electric Music for the Mind and Body, $12.50. Clean copy. Okay. I think a lot of people fell asleep on me. I've wore them out all week, especially if you came to the sidewalk sale bright and early today. Scott Snee on Shadow Facts. Scott Snee on Shadow Facts. That's still in here. That's sold to Scott Snee. Rami Lou wants PPM, Peter, Paul, and Mary. That's sold to Rami Lou. John Miller on Joe, Country Joe and the Fish, to John Miller. Before that, Terry Westwood said Johnny Rivers and Babe Ruth for 12. Boy, I like this. I had my eye myself on this Johnny Rivers. You know, Secret Agent Man is technically a James Bond related song, right? Really nice copy and shrink wrap. What was that? 10? 10, and what do you offer for both? 12. Let's do that one. How about I still think in my mind I'm selling you that for 10, and I'll sell you that one for 5, and Terry, we'll call it 15 for both of them. We've already pulled John Miller's Joe. It's there. Hopefully Terry says yes to 15. Gus C. On Herb Albert. Gus C. on Herb Albert, the Lonely Bull. Herb Albert. I was looking for Herb Albert in the store. Hardly couldn't find any. I was like, man, we put them out quite often too. Mix them in new arrivals. Gus C. on Herb Albert. Little Criminals, $5. Little Criminals, $5. And that's Richard Group. Little Criminals. Now, I don't recall saying that, so I'll have to figure out what that is. Let's see here. And then I'm going to read through these one more time. I did see somebody offer 5 for Bill Haley. Let's go ahead and pull that for Sean Fairweather. And then I just passed Gene Amons. Let's go ahead and pull that to Doc for 7. Do you ever see any Tori Amos? Very rarely. I don't have anything on new vinyl in stock, but I do need to... Randy Newman. Okay, that's back here. I know where that is. That helped me out a lot. I think I've went too far. But let's see. I'm going to read through these one more time, by the way. There's a couple right here that I didn't believe so. Jimmy Rivers, Gary Davis, a couple of the Hoyt Axtons. Well, I think I didn't go far enough again. Let's see here. Wow, Randy Newman's hiding. Where are you, Randy Newman? There he is. Okay, sell that to Rich Group for $5. Paul Gill on the Jerry Clower. I had a feeling that was here. Sell that to Paul Gill for $5. And I'm going to need a bump. I'm going to need a bump on the Edwin Starr. Edwin Starr was 15 after the half off. This is on Gordy. It does have a significant sing split. But, I mean, that's a very clean copy for what that is. Usually something like this would be trashed. $10, Jeff. $10 on War and Peace. How could you say no? That was a different Randy Newman. Uh-oh, I pulled the wrong one. Well, I still haven't got to recap these because Randy Newman has been playing hard to get. There he is. That one. Okay. All right, let me read through these one more time. Jeff said sold on that for 10. And that means this Randy Newman is still available. I'm just going to read titles, make offers, whatever y'all want to do to get them sold. Irby Green, Green Power, Patrick Moraz, Don Kirshner's Cuts, Sammy Davis Jr., Charlie Rich, Luke. Thank you, Doc. Thanks for everybody tuning in this week. We've had another successful week. Next week's going to be heavy on new arrivals. Maybe not Monday. Well, yeah, we'll have some for Monday's show, but whenever we get back from some of these collection purchases, y'all will definitely be updated, and then we'll y'all will know what's going on. We'll have new stuff to promote. Aretha Franklin, Greasy Wheels, 1910 Fruit Gum, Leon and Mary Russell, Sunshine Company, Mason Williams, Dickie Betts, Present Tense Shoes, Cowboy Copus, Tavares. That was Gravedigger's 12-inch single, Hoyt Axton. The Reverend Gary Davis at Newport, Jimmy Witherspoon. Merle Haggard was I Love Dixie Blues, Paul Gill. That was $10. Jonah Jones, I Dig Chicks, Dionne Warwick. The Wildest Clan, which was Louis Prima Presents. 60 Years of Music America Hates, Spike Jones, Randy Newman, Bill Wyman from the Stones, Juice Newton, The Lovin' Spoonful, Ruby and the Romantics, and the Shadows. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, unless something changes. I'll still be here doing sales. John Miller said Dickie for $5. Sell that to John Miller for $5. We're going to sell Leslie, Aretha, and Juice Newton for $5 and $5. There's Juice for $5, and where is Aretha for $5? Let me find that. Aretha. That was Lady Diva. That's right here. Also sell that to Leslie. Best of Gary and the Pacemakers. Rosington Collins Band. Surprised no one's made an offer on this. Nice. And look how nice it is even out of the jacket. $12.50 half off price. Mark Lindsay. We have Bonnie Bramlett, The Gentrys, Lacey J. Dalton, Paul Simon, Eddie Schwartz, ZZ Hill, Winners, Best of Marbles, Jay and the Americans, Association, Saga, Jackson Brown, The Tapes Party, Alarma, Daniel Amos, and Chris Williamson. Let's sell Terry Westwood Rosington. For $9. And Steve Carmichael, The Saga, for $5. Steve Carmichael, Saga. Sell that for $5. Daniel Amos, Alarma, to Kevin Huffman for $5. 5, 5, 5, 5. We got a whole stack of 5s there. Those add up though. I need to sell about 100,000 5s every night. We'd really be moving some vinyl, wouldn't we, Tanner? That'd be a lot of shipping. Grave Diggers Tracks. That was the G Street. Or G, yeah. Diary of a Madman and Constant Elevation. $10 after the half off. Sammy and Winners for $8. Rami Lou wants the Sammy Davis Jr. There's 4. And then the Winners comp for $4. And then Merle Haggard for $7.50. Sold. Anybody else? There's a Jackson Brown in there. Paul Simon. What great music to listen to. 11 Spoonful. Witherspoon. First show, new vintage green crate. Larry Carlton on Solid Ground if you can find it. Greg, that is already sold. We sold that during the recap for part 2. That was in a bundle with somebody. That was Jackson Brown, Late for the Sky. Sorry about that, Greg. It is already sold. That is $7.50, Stephanie. Okay, that concludes this week. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back. Monday. If you can come here locally, we're going to have new stuff. I repeat, for local viewers, new stuff out tomorrow again for $1. New records out for tomorrow for $1. We'll be back having Facebook sales on Monday, as normally scheduled. Tuesday, Wednesday, unless for some reason I have to go on one of these trips or we get holed up in the logistics moving it. But now we should be where we don't do that. So Stephanie said sold on Jackson Brown. We'll make that our last sale of the night. We're going to start cleaning up, and we'll be back live Monday at 7 o'clock. And that's a good night from us. Thanks, everybody, and see you tomorrow. See you Monday. Possibly see you tomorrow.